Hi everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, nice little stretch there. And yeah, let's go to question mark and enter it with X. I did a teensy bit of grinding off screen. When I say teensy, I really do mean teensy. It was like 4 or 5 random encounters just to top off some of the abilities that I was close to completing the AP requirements for. No mist. Yeah, what a weird shaped village. What is that thing? Maybe it's a temple of some kind. Something I completely glossed over and didn't really point out in the plot here. The characters, I'm pretty sure, did point out, and I just skipped over it because I'm an idiot. all he ever. That's how I read that. All he ever thinks about his food. Yeah, there's no mist on this continent. That's the thing. It's like the mist continent is the only place where there's mist. I'm just filled with thoughts of you. Oh God. Maybe I'm trying too hard. See, look at that. He even has like some reasonable sense of self-doubt. Rally ho! Rally ho! Rally ho! What's up with these little guys? Rally ho? Rally who? Rally ho! Rally ho! Oh, come on. Rally ho's our sacred greeting. If you didn't say rally ho, then you cannot enter Kandipeti, hometown of the dwarves. Now wait just a minute. Rally ho! Rally ho! Rally ho! You can pass. I am ashamed of my inability to do a proper Scottish accent, which is what these guys have. My ass and the couple. People here sure are different. Come hither, yeah. And just where do you think you're going? You're always loitering around. Wisht, would you stop heckling me for once? Away with you. Pardon me, but where would you be without me? You didn't have to get so angry. If you didn't want to hear my complaining, you'd get back to work. Alright, woman, alright. Lazy, no good husband of mine. Mercy me. Aren't they a wee one? Running errands around here, are you? Pardon me, but, well, give my regard to the others. Gee whiz, people here aren't afraid of me. Aw. See, isn't that nice? Okay, so you have to raise your hand and open your mouth wide when you say rally ho. Alright. We're gonna explore this place a little bit, but not too much. There's not a huge amount to do here at the moment. My food accused. Rally ho! Rally ho yourself! This village have tasty munchies? Aye, that we do. Kandipeti is home to the most delicious nuts and berries in the world. I reckon that's why folk are always stealing our food. How rude, these very bad people. Aye, that's right. Lots of yummy looking food here. Bet you have that pumpkin bomb there for 1,000 gil. Huh? Why you need gil to eat food? If you didn't pay for something, you're stealing. Oh, so you're the thief, are you know? Not me, I only gourmand. You cannot fool me, thief. No, I not thief. Alright, let's see here. There's an item here. There we go. My Dick and William. Excuse me, soon I'm gonna have to find a wife for my wee William. No lassie wants your William for man. Oh, what's wrong with this outsider lass right here? Hi, I was wondering, aye, she's a bonny lass at that. But she's awful small to send to the sanctuary, do you ken? Look at her, she's a mickle bigger than you, I ken. I'm not marrying anybody. It's weird going back and forth in that accent. I'm really, like, bad at it. It's really shameful. It's like half my genetics are, like, Scottish, Irish, Welsh medley. It's really sad that I can't properly do a good accent like that on demand. Not something I'm proud of. But I mean, I'm proud of myself. I'm getting better at doing accents in general. Just as the more I talk on these things, I find myself more willing and able to readily go and do weird things with my voice without being without, you know, feeling too self-conscious, I guess. Food can't communicate. Well, most food shouldn't be able to communicate. If you didn't come, what else we can do, lads? Oh, recipe exchange time, yes? Nay, that thief's been snitching our food again. I'm not thief. Nobody said you were a thief. Or are you hiding something? No, I know I have nothing to hide. These people so difficult. Alright, lads. You have to keep our eyes open if we're gonna catch our thief. We're always looking out for thieves, are we no? Wonder who that could be. What's the matter, my ass? These two people, that hen you cooked for me was awful good, it was. What way did you cook it? Did you frizzle it with some your magic? Magic? The berries you traded me are astounding too. I like say, what's a wee lad like you doing here today? Hey, my ass, do you know these people? Oh, could I? I've never been here before. I didn't think so. Try talking to some other people. Now I can totally see, like, why, I mean, I hate using Game Grumps for a reference now, but I mean, it's just, they were the first Let's Players I ever really, like, watched a lot hardcore, and so there's a lot of reference points with them to use, but you'll notice that, like, a lot of times when they're doing a Let's Play that has a lot of dialogue, they will assign each other parts and act out the voices separately. Like, Danny will do one person and Aaron will do the other, and I can totally see why they do that now, because it's difficult going from one voice to another. Rally-ho! It's Mr. Pintyhead. Rally-ho! What have you to sell today? Black mages? Very interesting. Very interesting things happening. Anyway, there's not actually much else to do here. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so... Alright, well... wait a minute, hold on. I feel like there's more I need to do to trigger the... Okay, yeah, I need to go in here and be amazed at this. Plenty thanks, your goods are always welcome here. Hey. What the? Wait! Hang on, my ass! Come back! My ass! My boob. What's going on? I have no idea. We gotta catch up with my ass. My ass, where's the black mage? He ran away. Where the heck did he come from? Has Brown found us? Branya? Do you ken the pinty hats? Did you just say pointy hats? Nay, I said pinty hats. They often come from the Southeast Forest to trade with us. They? You mean there's lots of them? They live near? Aye, but you got to go all the way around yon cliff and then go east to find the Southeast Forest. They live so deep in the forest, even owls didn't live there. What's that supposed to mean? My boob, I want to go to the Southeast Forest and find them. Yeah, me too. I think it's a good idea. We might come find some clues. Possible to try new food anywhere, fine. Alright, let's head to the Southeast Forest. God. It's terrible. I know it doesn't sound good. Like, one day when people actually watch this, it will likely be flooded with comments of how bad I sound. But, you know, I'm at home alone playing video games. Like, why not, you know, let my hair down a little bit? Which is ironic, because my hair is actually in a ponytail right now. But that's neither here nor there. So our goal is that giant forest zit right there. That's where we gotta go. And I will do my best to get there in, you know, a proper amount of time, but I can't really make any guarantees. I'll do what I can. Random encounters allowing. Kina needs some healing, actually, I noticed. We're coming up on a point in the game where there is remarkably less treasure to go around, because we're about to get 2 new characters, and so what little gear we have is going to get spread much more thinly than it has been. And there'll be some characters for whom I will not get a new weapon for like the entirety of Disc 3. Another problem is I'm not getting the Master Thief ability for Zidane, which means that atrociously low stealing rates for certain items will remain atrociously low stealing rates throughout the game. So every time I have a boss fight, if it has a rare item that's in the 1 out of 256 chance, I'll have to either give up on it or just cut the episode until I steal it. And we're in the part of the game prior to when the Master Thief ability is even available in a normal playthrough, and so bosses fought at this point in the game that have items in their rare slots that have a 1 in 256 chance of stealing, they're notorious for that low stealing rate, because you don't have access to Master Thief, you don't have any, there's no way to make that stealing rate better or easier. So, But yeah, I get to enjoy a playthrough where every boss is like that. Every boss that has an item there anyway. So, that'll be fun. Pretty much every episode that we have a boss fight in will go from being a fun episode of treasure to a nightmare for me and a brief cutaway for you guys. By the way, you may have noticed that in random encounters, I tend to not use magic and just beat on enemies physically with my casters. And I'm sure many people find that to be utterly obnoxious. Almost as obnoxious as going into trance at the end of a random encounter, but I digress. That's just a habit I have, an MP saving tactic. I mean, it depends on the encounter. If the encounter is against monsters that I know aren't a threat to me, then I don't feel the need to waste magic, you know what I mean? But, anyway. Oh, God. This encounter rates shit. I've always wondered about Square Enix's choices in what magic you do and don't get access to of the traditional Final Fantasy magics. Like, no matter what, you always have fire, ice, and thunder. Or lightning. Or electric, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. No one can decide. You always have some variant of fire, ice, or blizzard, and thunder. You always have those. But earth, water, and air or wind, that's like a toss-up. Like in this game, you don't get a... In this game and in Final Fantasy VII, actually, you don't get an arrow spell. You do get it in Final Fantasy VIII, you don't get it in 10, and then you get it again in 12. I don't know why. And, you don't really get a Quake spell in this game. You get an Earth Elemental enemy skill. But you have Quake in... You have Earth Magic in 7 and 8. You don't really have it in 10. And, you don't have it or Water Magic at all in 12. It's just weird how they decide, like, to just deny you some elements, depending on the game. I don't really know why they do that. I can't think of a Final Fantasy, of a single-player, traditional Final Fantasy, off the top of my head, since Final Fantasy VII, where you have gotten access to all of the 6 primary Final Fantasy elements. Those being fire, ice, thunder, water, wind, and earth. Alright, so this is right... I've done this so many times I remember, like, by heart, which directions to go. It's right, right, left, right. Oh, God. These things are ridiculous looking. It's a really fat owl with floppy ears and gigantic fat feet. Really weird. Psychokinesis. I wonder what the difference is between telekinesis and psychokinesis. Like, why... It seems like those terms are used interchangeably. Psychokinesis doesn't even really make sense, because I mean, kinesis is the ability to move or manipulate something, generally, I think. That's not the textbook definition, I don't think, but it's like close enough for government work. And like what, so you're moving psychos or something? Oh no, we found them. Ew. It's like necromorph mushrooms. So when Garnet goes into trance, now that she has summons, what happens is, the most effective way to do it, offensively speaking, is you summon an Eidolon, and then you just sit in trance and don't act, and the Eidolon will periodically just come and nuke everything without using up a turn. But that only occurs while Garnet's in trance, so basically you'd summon Ramuh, and then on Garnet's next turn you would just let her ATB gates just sit there. And as long as she's in trance, the Eidolon will periodically attack with like a full power attack throughout the battle, as long as Garnet's in trance. Kind of like Freya's jump, but a little bit more sporadic. It's really cool, and like gradually Garnet becomes a more offensively oriented character. Like right now we think of her as like a white mage, but she's honestly more of a summoner than a white mage. She's a summoner with white magic, and in a little bit we're gonna get a full-blown white mage. But yeah. It doesn't feel that way now, but once our party's fully fleshed out, you'll definitely start to see her take more of an offensive role. Particularly when she goes into trance. Garnet's trance is pretty overpowered. When the difficult thing is if she's the party's only healer, or only source of healing. And then you do need to have her act during trance if someone needs healing. But if healing's not an issue, you can just have her sit there in trance and periodically Eidolon people in the face. Or Eidolon. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've always said Eidolon, but I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation. I don't really care. I feel like there's... I think I feel a sneeze coming. Shit. Feel like... Okay, yeah. Garnet can use that. Gaines ring. Okay. Alright. Just let that be for now. Please, no more random encounters. Oh, thank God. Okay. This is kind of a cool cutscene. Like, wow, man. I feel like that's happened to me a few times under the influence of psychedelics. I'm just kidding. Exaggerating. But it is a pretty cool psychedelic effect. Humans, what's wrong? Ah, oh my god, humans run! Oh no, I fell over on my face. But I love that neither of us are human. Yet Vivi, who's a black mage, and Zidane, who is some sort of species with a monkey tail. They were talking, there are others like me! Why didn't anyone build a village in the middle of a dying forest? Well, clearly, as you can see here, this forest is very lush. I don't know, Garnet, would you like me to find it for you? Nah. You went that way, but hey! Village always have good food. I go find. Jeez, you people. Alright. So there's quite a few ATBs to do here. Let's see here. Okay. Need to hold off on the ATs for a second. Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah! Alright, buddy. I am packed with letters right now. This music has an extremely old school game vibe, like video game vibe to it. I love it. It's very bouncy. Anyway, alright, now we can watch the ATs. Life on the run. Humans are here! Oh no! My ass! What's going on? The thing about ATEs, like, I feel like there's probably some people out there that consider them like a big pain in the ass and just a bunch of fluff dialogue and cutscenes. But they're really short. Like, they only last for a few moments. Most of them don't even take up a full minute. So he's aware, just like, oh wow. So they're really just, they're enriching, they're short and sweet, they add to the story, and they're nice. They're a nice little touch. And it gives you control over cutscenes, you know, in an interesting way. So, what's this? This is, what's the word? It's a cemetery. Right, a cemetery. A cemetery? So, underneath the ground. Oh. Why? That's because they have numbers. I came here with Mr. 36. We escaped together. We had so many things to learn. It was really scary at first, but we helped each other. But then one day, Mr. 36 just stopped moving. He just stopped. He wouldn't move or say anything. His ass was just so big, he just couldn't handle it anymore. It's just, his ass is just such a big ass. Look at the size of these things' asses! The speech bubble is coming from his left butt cheek. I swear to God, this game has like a thing with just big old butts and hips and wiggling them. I'm totally robbing this moment of its gravity. My friend who knows lots of things told me that this was what death was and we had to bury him. Mr. 36 is buried underground now, but I don't understand why. Wash him off in the pond. That's really sad, but also kind of adorable. Was he hurt? Tell me, why? Vivi has a better understanding of this shit than they do. He's like, he's buried? How did he die? Like, there was a cause. What was the cause of death? And these people are like, they barely even know what death is, like, or that it's permanent, you know? Okay. There's lots of items to find here. Kissel greens. My boob, you want to eat too? Chocobo egg, very delicious. We're never gonna give it to you. Can you take him somewhere else? It seems like the game defaults to you know, what am I trying to say? To the male gender when describing Kina. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. The like they get the he she part, but they don't get the him her part. Like it's like the localization team didn't really recognize that area of confusion. I'm not sure what the linguistic term is for the difference between he and she and him and her. This is a store that has a lot of really good stuff that I can't have. Very sad. I ultimately want to go up here. Oh, my boob. What's up, my dick? My dick? Just telling them why we're here. Why are we here? My boob? It's just a joke. Jeez, don't get mad. Did you see him trying to make them understand? What's a joke? Is it scary? It's something funny, right? My dick. Dick. God. Oh, that seems so bad. Because you're here to fight the bad guys. You're unbelievable, you know that? Where's my ass? I don't know why you keep asking me that. That worries me. We're gonna go look for him. Hey, my dick! Not again. Look at that cat up in the corner there. He's adorable. So I'm gonna go here and somewhere. Wait a minute. $2,000 gil. I feel like oh, Virgo. Cool. You guys aren't very social. Wait. There was an exclamation mark. There was a thing! There was a thing. Let me go back and do the thing with the thing. Gift of magical music for you by Music House. Lovely. There's an accessory here that's really good, and I need to find it. It's gonna really bother me if I can't find it. Dude. I don't understand. It's a very well hidden chest. This is gonna really bother me. It's a black belt. It's a black belt accessory, and I really want it. Like, really bad. I really want it. But I can't get... It's on the roof of the item shop, but I can't get it. I can't get up there because that stupid jerk-off is blocking the path. Ether. Dude, come on, man. What's up with him? I don't know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the episode here, and I'll see you guys next time. I may reset and do things differently in terms of like when I view the stupid ATEs. Sometimes you gotta do things in a certain order to get access to certain shit, but I'm gonna do that. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll finish exploring and advancing the plot, and then we'll move on to whatever's next. And yeah, so look forward to that. Rally ho!